YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy D Dyson. Fallout Season 1 on Amazon Prime, and I have to say it is mwah. The fact that I just kept trying to binge watch it and be done, and it's only 8 episodes, and I never played the game, but I can only assume that the source material with everything in here is all from the game. Like the Brotherhood, the T-60s, the ghouls that you're gonna have to go against, the Raiders, those big old gopher fish, all that, like it's in the game. And I love the fact that this story centers around 3 different characters, but they're all somehow uniquely linked in this dystopian world, which is called the Wasteland, which is the new California. And you can see, because I was still trying to figure out how in the hell is some of these people living for 200 something years, like the ghoul. The ghoul, which is played by WaltonGoggins, I believe. Awesome character, dope character, and the one of the coolest bad guys or coolest badasses on screen right now. And I just love like his quips and how he is like, oh, if I can understand this. Because that's really who Walton is. I'm like, because anything that Walton plays, and he has that Southern Texas drawl, and it really shines in here. And you get to see who he's linked to, who he's been around since the beginning, since the 60s. So he's seen all the top players like Hank McLean, Moldiver, and he was like, yeah, I know who that is, but I knew her as something different. And I was kind of like, he's been around. So they all know who he is. And I'm still trying to figure out, how do they know that he's still living like after all this time? And I loved at the season finale, he really asked that one question, which you never heard him say, is, where's my family? And I really think that I have to go back and watch breakdowns, that his family is in cryostasis sleep in the vault. You know, when Lucy's brother stumbled upon how they're able to be overseers, which is they go to sleep, they come out, they oversee, and they go back to sleep. So they keep the whole Vault Tech thing going because they're the leaders of Vault Tech. And the shocking truth of Hank blowing up Shady Sands, killing his mother in the process, or made her a ghoul in the process because of radioactivity, shows that it was kind of like, that's really messed up. And that's how, where Maximus was living, was basically in Shady Sands, where it was a city that was thriving out of the wasteland that was really coming out, and then Vault Tech blew it up to be like, no, you're not finna stay, nothing like that. You gotta stay in the vaults. So I was telling myself, I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And you see in Moldiver's ultimate goal was to make a city like that again, where Vault Tech couldn't be destroyed. And the only people who had the technology for it was somebody from Vault Tech. And I'm liking where this is going, because I see this can span multiple seasons. And I've seen, even with Fallout, they have Fallout Las Vegas. So you have other wastelands out there other than California. So we can venture out. And with this, I feel like there's still not a lot of things in the wasteland that we discovered yet. So that's why I'm like, yeah, let's take our time, because even with Lucy, as in the beginning, how Lucy was very naive to a lot of things. She was trained in combat to do a lot of stuff. So she already knew, she has like a survivor's instinct being up there. And seeing as she was going through different things, she still stayed alive, and was like, that's why I was like, this is pretty cool. And the ghoul, on the other hand, is like, man, I've been around for so long. I'm shooting and killing everything that moves. I already know what's going on. I already been around for so long. So he was just in a position where he can go to sleep and then just keep feeding him like the vile stuff that he always uses. He just kept a pack on it. So I was kind of like, yeah, this is very interesting. And to wrap up Maximus' story, I was telling myself, Maximus, just tell Thaddeus who you are. And things could have been a lot more smoothly, but he wanted to torture Thaddeus because he's been tortured at the military camp, which understood. But I was like, I like Maximus's story arc. Even at the end, when Maximus becomes Knight Maximus and versus Knight Titus. And I was like, I wonder what even with that, I'm like, are you going to be the leader of the Brotherhood? Or are you going to be like, what can the brother, and just like what Moldaver kept saying, what does the Brotherhood do with infinite power and trying to rebuild the city, restore a city? What are you really planning to do, and what's the real objective of the Brotherhood? And are you going to be able to stop it? So I was like, I like his story arc because he could eventually turn into a bad guy. And knowing that Lucy's left, so he's kind of like, his goal is not to find Lucy anymore, but to rebuild cities or be in a sinister plot. So I need to find out more about what Maximus is going to do, but I do like the ending towards all of it. And it really hurt me to see that Lucy saw his mother, her mother as a ghoul, and the father locked up and basically telling Lucy everything. You know, Moldaver is explaining everything of why it is the way it is. And I was kind of like, damn, that's messed up. So, yeah, Hank is no better than Moldaver himself. And I feel like Hank is definitely going to go back to Vault Tech to open up all the vaults. I really give this show a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10. And I really enjoyed it. This is something really to binge on. And I cannot wait for season 2 of Fallout on Prime. So, you guys enjoyed my review of season 1 of Fallout on Prime Video. Subscribe to my channel, post a comment down below, and like the video. It's your boy, D. Dyson. Peace.